The GOAT King LeBron LA Lakeshow is something super special. The bond that every single one of these warriors have with each other is something super special. When you watch them play, they all have their backs. Every single one of them. They battled without Anthony Davis. They kept the wins coming. They went to war. They kept the season alive. They found ways to win without Anthony Davis. They did so because they believe in the mission and they have Anthony Davis back. They're ready to pick it up. Next man up. That's what it's all about right here. That's what makes this team something special. They've already been in this situation already. They've had to learn how to win without Anthony Davis. The best thing about this is that they understand what it's like to play without GOAT King LeBron and Anthony Davis this year. So this is not unfamiliar territory at all. They're quite used to having to find ways to win without GOAT King LeBron and or Anthony Davis. They backed up their brother Anthony Davis. They're backing up GOAT King LeBron. They got his back right there. And they're playing like it. The best thing about not having GOAT King LeBron is that you need that extra effort defensively. And then that's going to translate to the team at full strength where you keep on continuing these habits of, you know, that when you need to win, you need to put together that extra effort defensively. And this is what I saw watching the game in the first half. A little bit of magic. Austin Reeves getting that 4-point play right there. These guys, we got the defenders needed to win without GOAT King LeBron, so they've constructed the roster of shooters that can and will survive without GOAT King LeBron James. And as we see against the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell going off on the Timberwolves. As we see against the Thunder, watch out for Dennis Schroeder against the Thunder tomorrow. Dennis Schroeder coming in to ball. He will heat up against his former team. Dennis Schroeder is my primetime performer for tomorrow against the Oklahoma City Thunder. So, yeah, I do expect the Lakers to be a much better defensive team without GOAT King LeBron James. They're going to build these habits needed to win without GOAT King LeBron that will continue as the postseason starts. This injury to GOAT King LeBron, I believe, is a blessing in disguise. And I'm liking the energy and also in the passion. And then primetime TV. They watching them Lakers. Is this season going? Is it continuing? It's continuing. It is the number 2 team. Y'all beat them at halftime. That's what we talking. That's what we talking. We've been waiting for Darvin Ham and his vision. We've been waiting to see what kind of defensive team they can be. That's why they hired him. And damn right, Patrick Beverley may be slow. Guess what? They got better. Vanderbilt's a better defender than Patrick Beverley. Malik Beasley's a better defender than Patrick Beverley. They've gotten rid of a guy that they were not going to pay an extension. They got a younger guy, Mo Bamba, who, yes, he can shoot the three. I don't know about his mid-range shot, but I'll learn more about Mo Bamba as I continue to watch him. Now, this is the playoffs. This is the drama. This is the wild, wild west. Unpredictable results will happen, yes. In my view, the craziness. Now, last night was pretty crazy. I mean, Magic team, they lose by 13 to the Pacers. They lose to the Pelicans. Don't forget, they number 3 in the conference. They lost 9 straight games. Pelicans teams get choked. Jazz team get choked. Pelicans choke. They find a way to put Damian Lillard and GOAT King LeBron in the play. Well, the Pelicans, it really revolves around the 18th state, Louisiana. It's like the Lakers jump the Pelicans and they beat the Pelicans in the play. So the Pelicans, yeah, they're going to lose with the Pelicans. They collapse the Lakers in. Either they beat the Pelicans in the play or they jump the Pelicans. They blitz them. They'll make it into the playoffs. But then you have your Laurie guy, number 23, in there in the equation for the rest of the year. But are they losing to the Spurs? No. But the Magic, are they going to provide the Magic? Yes, they will. I think the Magic will beat the Jazz, Toronto, your Portland Trailblazers, what have you. Have to go look at the spreadsheet again. Who faces the Orlando Magic, but they already beat the Pelicans. Yep, in Paolo Banchero is a Rookie of the Year candidate. He's the guy that's got to turn it up right there for the Orlando Magic. The Charlotte Hornets are heating up, starting the ball. I think GOAT King LeBron. I think we already played the Hornets twice, okay? But Hornets 4 or 5 straight wins. It'll be a tough team for all them other teams out there in the West. Charlotte Hornets are just not going to be penciled in as an automatic win. And the Lakers have 3 games against the Rockets. 3 games against the Rocket? Or 2 games against the Rocket? But it's clear that GOAT King LeBron had Anthony Davis back. Anthony Davis has GOAT King LeBron's back. You can't underestimate the brotherhood and the bondage both guys have with each other. None of this just surprises me. I do expect them to lose the game, but this is the team that can know how to win with or without any combination of GOAT King LeBron and Anthony Davis. And that's my main positive right there. Y'all can't be lazy and smacking on defense without GOAT King LeBron. You will be a top 5 defensive team to end the season. I'm supporting Patrick McMahon. I'm supporting Patrick McMahon. Be the Magic. Live and breathe and be the Magic. Oh, baby. I'll be the Magic. Be the Magic right here. 15-point first half. Austin Reeves. These guys are on fire. 33 bench points. Great job, bench Magic. 33 losses in the season, 33 points for the bench. These guys are all playing for each other. What I see out there is a team. It's a team on a mission. It's a team that knows that, hey, we had the most bumps and bruises. We've had the most adversity than any basketball team out there in the season. We've had to fight to survive. We had new players learning to play with each other. It took a little bit during the first 12 games of the season. And guess what? It made them better. It made them continue to work the cards, turn the craft, and these guys are truly getting better as the season goes by. And these guys know how to play with pressure. They're getting ready for them playoffs. They have to win as many games as they can. They're replaying playoff basketball. The Suns they must win. Their more teams are all must win. They must win. They must win. Y'all been playing playoff basketball. You lost too much. Y'all get used to playoff basketball. And that's how it is with this team. But bring on the Thunder. Bring on the T-Wolves. East is a joke. The Raptors will beat them Raptors. New York Knicks, they can't shoot, but you got to match them defensively. When you face off against the Knicks, you should be able to rally around Anthony Davis, and you have the better shooters against the New York Knicks. And in that form, you already beat the New York Knicks away from home. You can beat the Knicks. But yeah, I mean, the Rockets, the Bulls, Jazz, they suck. Get GOAT King LeBron back against the Pelicans. March 14th. I did estimate it take 2 weeks. They were saying 2 weeks for GOAT King LeBron. He'll be back in 2 weeks. Several weeks, they only mean 2 weeks. That's it. Fountain of Youth, the Magic Wand. We're going to hear about the Magic Wand, magical healing GOAT King LeBron. We're going to hear about that when the time comes. And this is not a must-win game. Obviously, Black Mamba would say this is a must-win game, but technically this is not a must-win game. But I think it's a bonus if they win. Let's hypothetically say that if they do win, then hey, from a cynical standpoint, if you're a sportsbook, if the Lakers win and this is without GOAT King LeBron, if they don't want to pay out anyone 30-1 anymore, then they can break down those odds. So hey, that's something that's very plausible if they do win them game tonight. But again, I like the narrative. Are they in trouble? I'll go King LeBron. Can they battle? Yes, they can battle. Yes, the Warriors. Stephen Curry played tonight. I think them Warriors are going to beat them Trailblazers tonight. I don't expect, even if the Jazz beat the Spurs, Lakers beat the Jazz have to face the Celtics. They're out. It's not a must-lose game for the Jazz to lose to the Spurs. It quite isn't. A half game out, you are very much in the playoff run. That's what them guys are showing right now. They are very much in the hunt to make the playoffs with or without GOAT King LeBron James for the last stretch. And what I'd like is if they do start to win the next few games, Give the brother some time. Give him some time. He don't need to come back except for the last 4 games. That's how I look at that. But everything you see right there, this is a brotherhood. These guys are playing defense. This could be another magical win. The win against the Heat without GOAT King LeBron Anthony Davis. Come back against them Grizzlies. Come back against the Mavericks. Come back against the Portland Trail Blazers. The referees screw them in a couple of games. You know, they don't make that. I gotta make that up. Yeah, I know that they making that up right there. Just like the Mavericks. Y'all beat them Grizzlies without GOAT King LeBron. Don't tell me this team can't win no championship. It ain't nothing. Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to them games against the Boston Celtics and they defeat the Milwaukee Bucks with GOAT King LeBron and they lose without GOAT King LeBron against the Milwaukee Bucks. So don't tell me this team can win. This team can win if you pay attention to the details. Details matter. That's a championship team right there. A defense ought to pick up right here. They ready for this. And you'll be ready for this. Rise of the minutes. Easter something. GOAT King LeBron is in the plan. The Christ has written again. In the 3rd year since the championship, GOAT King LeBron will be back. The Jesus miracle has worked. The ankle has healed. The prayer has been answered. GOAT King is back. GOAT King has defied Father Time on Father's Day this year. That's what about to happen right here. Defy Father's Day. GOAT King LeBron is the unanimous GOAT of the game.